In Okeechobee County, under a hurricane warning, we told you earlier, the Okeechobee Utility Authority is also issuing a boil warning until further notice starting tomorrow at 8 a.m.
WPTV's Ethan Stein spoke with the mayor of Okeechobee and explains what challenges the city faces.
Well, I think the best challenges can kind of be illustrated right about in front of me over there as we move the camera over. I want you to take a look at this gas station because it really hasn't been busy. It hasn't been busy throughout the day, and we haven't been seeing a ton of people getting supplies. Even driving past Home Depot, the parking lots didn't seem packed and whatnot. Even driving around, you notice that some homes are boarded up, both the windows and some businesses, but it's really just an occasional kind of preparation when you move around. Even there's like yellow tape holding those garbage cans together, you know, that they would stay there during a storm like that. Most people that we've been talking to, they are extremely concerned about flooding. You know, we've talked about the saturated ground and the amount of rain that's been coming down. We've been trying to get more access to Lake Okeechobee, but most of the access at this point has been closed down because it's so late at night. Now, it is quiet down around here in Lake Okeechobee in Okeechobee County around 10 p.m. But the mayor told me that officials are most concerned about the wind. Think about the amount of mobile homes that are in this county. Documents we have shows that about 13,000 people live in these mobile homes, and the shelters they think is only going to basically maintain about 300 people. So where are the rest of those people going? That's what people are very concerned about with the wind and whatnot. And he talked to me about those challenges today.
We get complacent, and we haven't, you know, since I guess the '04 when we had Francis and Jean that came directly over us. You know, so that's like 20 years since we've had what I would consider, you know, a bad storm. So a lot of people have just, well.
So he also talked to me about the challenges about it not being an affluent community and how that makes recovery and preparation harder. He also talked to me that they don't have as much resources as other cities and counties, and how that can make recovery and every effort that the county is trying to do even harder. You know, it's harder to help more people when you have fewer resources and whatnot. Now, you mentioned that boil advisory. It starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. We're not waiting any further updates tonight. The next briefing, we're understanding, comes up around 11 p.m. for officials. We're still waiting for that next document at this point, but it's very quiet right now in Okeechobee. It's hard to tell if people are really hearing and listening to these evacuation orders. You obviously heard the mayor and whatnot talk about the challenges that he's facing, but there's still sheriff's officers and police officers maintaining the lights, right? Manually moving the lights. That way people can move through so traffic isn't backed up. Ideally, that's not happening if people are not listening to those warnings. So it's a little bit difficult to tell what's happening preparation-wise here in Okeechobee County right now. We'll send it back to you guys.